All right. The top 10 movies of the century so far, 2000 through 2025. Little table setter here. 3 movies only have 4 people. The rest everyone has on their list. There's the 10, 9, and 8 all have one person did not have them on their list.
Was there a fucking Lord of the Rings like cartoon or another movie? Like what is it?
Well,
What's
the Hobbit.
What's
There are no Lord of the Rings on
about the Hobbit.
There are no
You guys
Lord
like
of the
the
Rings.
Hobbit, or are you down on the Hobbit?
We hate the Hobbit.
Hate the
Okay.
Hobbit.
Hate the Hobbit. Okay.
That'd be a great personality trait if you guys like secretly went and watched the Hobbit and came back next year like the Hobbit's great. You guys are crazy.
I have a number 6, so I'm kind of surprised it's not. I don't know.
I'm going to read through 50 through 11. Interstellar, Wind River, Road to Perdition, The Big Short, Boyhood, Memories of Murder, Before Sunset, Memento, Sideways, Sicario, Michael Clayton, Nope, The Worst Person in the World, Get Out, City of God, In Bruges, The Martian, Dune Part 2, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Mission Impossible Fallout, Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair, Ocean's 11, Old Boy, Sinners, Inception, Whiplash, Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, La La Land, Lady Bird, Django Unchained, Moneyball, Children of Men, Hell or High Water, Marty Supreme, The Departed, One Battle After Another, Return of the King, Zodiac, The Two Towers, and Superbad. Now, our top 10 movies of the century so far, 2000 through 2025. Number 10, 4 lists. 4 for me, 49 for Kirk, 9 for Kenjac, 30 for Gooch. Not on Chris Klemmer's list, and I cannot wait to hear why.
No.
Denis Villeneuve's 2017 Blade Runner 2049. What I think is, and it's 4 for me, top 5, visually speaking, one of the greatest things ever, shot of Roger Deakins, ever put on a movie screen. Unbelievable.
Plumber, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Have you never seen it?
No, you've never seen it.
Don't.
Never seen it.
Oh my God!
You son of a bitch!
I actually,
Jeff, I'm done. Jeff,
you're dead
I
serious. You've never
murder
seen Blade Runner
assault.
2049?
I didn't love the first one.
Jeff, I got a murder assault. Legitimately, I'm going. See ya. Good luck with everything. Like, sorry, I'm fucking pretend. The fuck is wrong with you, Klemmer?
I didn't love the first one.
I actually, to my
The
credit,
first one came out 40 years ago.
to my credit, it actually
have
never
relevance
crossed
in the
my
moment.
mind that you wouldn't have seen this. So I didn't even, I thought, because I will say this, I don't think it's a movie that you would love anyway. So like, I don't think it would have been on your list. So I just assumed you didn't like it. I can't.
I don't want to use the word admire ever in the same sense with Klemmer, other than I admire how much people hate him. I almost admire. He's like, I didn't see it. Like in a way, he's just
not gonna lie.
Like, yeah, I'm a fucking
nominated for
idiot.
$1 billion. This guy, it was won a ton of
I know.
That didn't even compel you to.
I should have seen it. I'm not gonna.
If you haven't seen the number 8 ranked movie on this list, which is coming up soon, because you don't have it on your list, I might actually, I might get up and we might just call this off.
This is like the dichotomy of it, though.
Project
Like you haven't seen this, and you haven't seen like Spider-Man and all these things, but like you have seen like Pout Fish because you have to see 1,000 screen things.
Yeah, the Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah, Secret Life of Pets.
But so far, I will say, I haven't seen this. The Spider-Man wouldn't have been on my list anyway. So
There's no defense. You can't offer a defense.
For this, no. For this, no.
And the problem is, like I don't think you really. I happen to. Really, it's funny because it's not my kind of movie. I just really it hit me. I loved it. I also like the original, but like it's a moment. It's like the movie of the moment. Like you go see movies. I'm just surprised you didn't just go see it.
I know. No, I should have. I just for whatever reason, I don't know what was going on in my life at that time or whatever was going on, but I just
Your life at that time.
Well, I don't know if like there's only so many hours a day.
Were you a prisoner? Like so many hours a day?
I might have been. Was I under self isolation that week? I don't know.
You only played 1 week.
This is it just such an important movie to like understand Denis Villeneuve, to understand like Ryan Gosling's career, Harrison Ford. Like this is one of his last great performances. Ana de Armas blew her up. Like this movie is important to see. Like you need to watch this
really
this
great.
week.
That's all. That's all. No, that's all fair. No, I'm not going to make.
It's good, Jared Leto. A very rare like.
That's true.
he's not that. He's not a.
I also think the first one's fantastic. So I mean, maybe I'm just
everyone loves the first one. I do. That's the other reason. Like, I understand visually how impressive it is, but the rest of it just feels kind of just.
Did you like the Lynch Dune before you watched the other Dune?
He doesn't like Dune.
No, the Lynch Dune is not good. It's a mess.
Yeah, but like you didn't like that, so like, but you did watch Dune.
I did, right? No, no excuse. Like I should have watched it.
I'll bring you the fucking
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be honest.
Did you think it was not going to come on the list, Klemmer?
Yeah, I should have seen it.
Did you think it was not going to be on the list?
I didn't think it was going to be on the list. No.
Really? Oh, I knew it was going to be.
I forgot how much. I knew you loved it, Jeff. I forgot.
That's fair. And then to your credit, I've done a podcast with Kenjac for almost 10 years now. Gooch, I know, liked it, and I've talked to Kirk about it, so I knew it was going to be up there.
Don't give him credit for anything. What the fuck are you giving credit?
But I won't give you credit for not seeing this. That is crazy.
Credit? Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I think the storytelling is unbelievable in this movie. It's fucking deep. It's just.
I think it's his best. I know you guys like. Dude, I think it's his best movie. For me, it's his best movie.
It's so fucking
weirdly his like least favorite. The way he talks about it.
Yeah.
He does not want to pick up after another director ever again, which was like very tough swing to follow Ridley Scott, but I think he did as good of a job as you could.
So compelling.
Like the fact that
looks so great too. Deacon's it's great.
It is. This is like career. I mean, he's I think you could say greatest cinematographer ever potentially, but this is like career defining, unbelievable. Kenjac and I and I know Gooch too, like tweet like every now and then do like the tweet your favorite shot from a movie. Whenever I got to pick Blade Runner 2040, like I don't. It's impossible. It's like, what do you pick? Do you pick the Vegas?
Same for Klemmer. It's impossible.
It's just it's unreal. It's. There's so much emotion in this movie with the characters and just like this is
why are we
blown away.
Why are we even talking about this like now? Like what? It's just soured now.
Why? Well, this is also why I did my 1,000-screen thing for myself. I'm like, all right, I gotta get off my ass.
Shut the fuck up! Nobody cares about this.
This is why. No, but this is why I would give it this because some of this was too crack to me. I wouldn't see it.
I mean, Kirk, you're going to be kicking yourself when Sleeping Life of Pets is next up on this list.
The buffoon.
Unreal.
I thought I'm a buffoon because I didn't see it. I don't make somebody an idiot.
This movie bombed because of you. Because
it
is.
You are one of the people.
Seen it and you would spread the word more in New England. This would have done $1 billion.
I think when did this come out?
2017,
17.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you affected Calista Flockhart's life in some way, Klemmer.
All right.
Remember that.
All right.
Oh my God! All right, well that's that Blade Runner 2049 top 10, number 10 on our list. And number 9 is on everybody but Kirk's list. 7 for me. I fucking love this movie. Klemmer has it 2. Gooch has it 20. Kenjac has it 40. 2019, Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Never saw it.
Bullshit. I know you thought because you went on your show and you said you didn't like it, and then a year later you're like, oh, I like it now. So
I did like it better the second watch, but did not make my list. Yeah, it's too wild. It's you guys talk about it. Yeah, go ahead.
Quentin Tarantino, who likes this movie more than he likes anything in his life.
No shit, Jesus.
Picture
Christ.
Books, toys. He will make anything about this
12
movie.
books about this fucking movie.
Klemmer, so we just shit on you for a minute. I'll let you go. You have it at number 2.
Yeah, I love this. This is maybe my second favorite Tarantino movie behind Pulp Fiction, I guess. This is just fantastic. Everything works for me. The visuals. This is like him. It is like not like this is when all the things kind of collide for Tarantino, where like he kind of went down a great story stuff in the 90s, and then he kind of focused on the visuals, stuff like Kill Bill, and this I feel like when it all kind of comes together, the stuff at the Spawn Ranch is about as suspenseful as you'll have a scene be, especially the first time you see it. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. I just loved how weird it was. I'm also like a fan of like the alternate history stuff. I love kind of every turn this movie made, every tonal change I enjoyed. And it's got great DiCaprio. I don't know. This has it all for me. Every time I rewatch it, I like it just as much as the first time.
I think we talked about it too right before it came out. We were like a little worried, like alternate history with like a real life murder that was very fucked up. Like how is he going to handle this? And like I think it was about as good as it could be. I don't know if you could have made it any better than that.
Yeah, I just it is. So much. It's everything that I love about what he does wrapped into one movie. I love alternate history stuff. I love all the performances. It is just visually speaking, you are so thrown into that world and that time period. It's just fucking incredible to look at. And like if it's so lived in, you feel like you're experiencing it in actual Hollywood. The storytelling is great mix of drama, great mix of humor. some of his best comedic work, I think. Some of the timing is fantastic. The Leo's trailer scene is unbelievable, where he's screaming in the trailer. I mean, I forget who was nominated that year, but like that's just a role that like I think Oscar-worthy role. I love Pitt in it. Also, the casting in this movie. I mean, people have talked. We're not the first people to talk about it, but the young actors and actresses in this movie who end up having monster careers just a few years later, from Austin Butler to Sydney Sweeney, Maya Hawke, Mikey Madison,
Wally,
Victoria Pedretti. It's crazy. The amount of people, even like Dakota Fanning, like has like kind of like a renaissance of her career, and she had a big role in this one. Yeah, just crazy.
Pacino. Like, you get a good Pacino in the getting a good Pacino performance in the 2010s, like that might be the biggest miracle of all. If you told me I could have a 10-hour cut of any movie on this list, I think this would be the one. I would take 10 hours of this movie. Like I could hang out with Rick Dalton. I could hang out with Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth for fucking ever. Like that,
See, I'm with you there.
So fun.
I'm with you there, Gooch. That's what I like about the movie. I don't like the ranch stuff. I don't like the Sharon Tate stuff. I like those two guys. I like those two guys hanging out. I could watch. I think Phoenix won that year, right?
He did. That's right.
For Joker, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like the ranch stuff?
No, I didn't. I didn't find it suspenseful at all. I thought it was, and I think I'm at the point now with Tarantino where I want him to make like another Jackie Brown. Like I thought the Bruce Lee scene was stupid. Like I'm at the point now where I think that stuff is stupid. Like for me, does not work for me. Like the ending I thought was dumb. Like I just thought it was dumb.
See, and I think this is the closest he ever got to like the emotionality he was able to touch in Jackie Brown. Like I don't think he's ever gotten to that point, but this is the closest he got in terms of like really just grounding the drama and like getting out of his own way and like delivering something real. This was the closest he's gotten since then.
Yeah, I mean, he cannot give up. He cannot give this movie up.
No, he can't.
He cannot give it up.
You can absolutely tell he hates that this wasn't his last one. It kills him.
My expectations for the spinoff, and I love Fincher. I mean, Fincher's fucking amazing. He's been on this list a zillion times, but I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Yep. Then this one's high up there for me. I fucking this, but the fact that this and Parasite came out in the same year is just unbelievable. It's like just two fucking knockout movies. But yeah, love this. Love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Just great characters. Just the development of the characters movie just fantastic. Number 8. Here's the big one. Klemmer, not on your list. Not on your list. Let's see if you've seen it. If you haven't seen this movie, I don't even know, because this is significantly. If I'm being fair to Klemmer, I know Kirk, you're not going to like me saying that. If I'm being fair to him, very long sci-fi, whatever. If you haven't seen this fucking movie, Klemmer, this had potential to be top 5 if you had seen this movie. If it's been on your list, it's not on your list. It's 5 for me. It's 7 for Kirk. It's 6 for Gooch. It's 16 for Kenjac.
Kirk,
unbelievable. Another sequel, Mad Max: Fury Road.
Oh, Klemmer, you saw this movie.
Yes. Okay, thank God. Thank God. All right, we'll get to you in a second. Fury Road, Kirk, though, 7 on your list. Well,
I had it.
Sorry, before we table set quickly. The fact that this ended up being one of the best of the century is still mind-blowing to me.
Insane. A great book written, I forget the name of it, a couple of years ago about the making of this movie. I forget. It's worth reading. It's like amazing that like 700 people didn't die making this movie. Like it's fucking crazy. This movie is. I went in when I say. We were just talking about something else when I went with 0 expectations. When I went with less than 0, the reviews were good, but I was like, reviews are always good now. I went in thinking nothing. I was fucking blown away the entire time. I could make a case for this movie being number 1 very easily. Very, very, very easily. And this is maybe the best old man director movie ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I think that's definitely possible. Like, I think it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking good. Guy directed fucking Babe. Like, it's fucking incredible. Incredible fucking movie. Just a wild ride. I could not, I left, I was like, this is by far the best in the series, which I never thought I would have said. Incredible. Fucking incredible movie. Klemmer, I don't know why Klemmer's on his list, but it's, it's wild ride. Just unbelievable. I watch it a lot. It ages great too.
And when you turn it on, you cannot turn that fucking movie off.
No. There's no good stopping point. It never stops.
Yeah, so fucking good. It's
Klemmer, why is
unbelievable.
this on your list?
I like this. I'm more of a story guy. I think this is a taste thing. Like visually, it's incredible. But like, there's just not like I go to movies for the stories, and this just doesn't have any real story to it. It's which is visually it's incredible. What he's doing is stunning, and like I was definitely like really more impressed by this movie than I liked it. That makes any sense?
What's the story of Pow Pow Fish, Klemmer? Because you go to the
I didn't
movies
like
for
that movie
stories.
though, Kirk.
But you go to the movies for stories though. What was the story?
The story was the Pow Pow Fish was grumpy, and so, but like I didn't like that movie also.
Nicole Kidman.
Because there's no story.
There's a story here. It's simple. It's a simple story. It's
a fucking roller coaster. That's for sure.
Right. I mean, that's what it's, and that's a taste thing. So like, like someone says they love this movie, I would never argue with them. For me, it just falls short just because it's not what I love in a movie. But
I think that's very fair. I hate to say it, but I think that's very fair.
Yeah, no, I get that. I do get that. It's a simple, but it's, oh my God, the action in this movie, the way it's shot, the way it looks, just the way it makes you literally feel shit. You're literally just like, holy crap.
It's amazing it happened.
Especially when you really consider like what Mad Max and Road Warrior, like all those movies looked like versus like the amount of like technological advances that happened between that movie A and movie B there are insane. And the fact that the same guy was able to capture the spirit of what he made in the original into this new one with all this new technology, all this new ways of shooting things, all these new actors, all these new everything, I think is insane. So, like you said, Klemmer, super impressive, but I also just love the movie. The action is unreal, start to finish. Also put a lot of young people on the scene too. I would say for Hardy was a huge help, and then like Nicholas Hoult, definitely a huge help.
Mm-hmm.
Even like I think it's Zoe Kravitz, like a bunch of younger actors.
Keo.
Yeah, Keo too. Like there's a lot of younger people that went on and did great things.
What won Best Picture that year?
Good
Spotlight.
question.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ.
Spotlight, Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max, Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Room.
Oh, see, I like a few of those movies more than that. I like Room. I like Spotlight.
Klemmer was born for Room. Born for Room.
I was weeping.
Yeah.
And then Alejandro Gianarritu won for The Revenant, which that feels like such. I mean,
God Almighty!
Imagine if he should have. And this movie won like 7 Oscars. It won a shitload of Oscars.
Yeah, this is an appreciated at the time phenomenon too. Like and people didn't want to see the one last year, or whatever, because it just
I like Furiosa too. Furiosa, I think people are going to come back on. That's one, maybe Blade Runner.
I really enjoyed it, not as much as this, but I really liked Furiosa.
Yeah,
really.
Just
good.
Doesn't have what this had something. This movie's fucking. I never forget seeing it. I was like, I just stunned. You're like, what?
Dude, the Storm.
I watch movies where little kids are in the basement with a ponytail. That's what he likes. That's
Tarantino's fucking.
Wait, no, we
character development, Kirk. Come on.
True. We just watched Michael and he didn't like it, so that can't be true.
That's true. That's true.
Tarantino talked about the movie pretty extensively too. Kind of the same thing. He's like, I didn't want to see a Mad Max without Mel Gibson. He's like, then I saw it, and he's like, what the fuck? It's like, what is this? Yeah. He goes, what just happened? So that's number 8, Mad Max Fury Road. Blade Runner 2049, 10, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 9, Mad Max Fury Road, number 8. Number 7, if we did an audience vote, my guess is this might be number 1. 13 on my list, 30 on Kirk's, 35 on Kenjac, Klemmer number 3, Gooch 42.
3.
The highest rated comic book movie on this list, and the only one, I think, 2008, The Dark Knight from Christopher Nolan. A movie that hasn't aged better because it was perfect when it came out. It was just like, I'll never forget the hype. I'll never forget the trailer. I'll never forget seeing it, the applause in the theater, the way people reacted to. I mean, it's a movie I will always watch at least once or twice a year. Incredible performance that was not elevated just because he passed away, was truly an unbelievable performance from Heath Ledger. Just an amazing spectacle of a movie that also was just a good story, good characters, good writing, like everything in between, but also a blockbuster spectacle. And this as much as anything Christopher Nolan's done shows his skill and craft and why it's unlike many other people. I don't know there's many people who can do what Nolan does in terms of making a blockbuster spectacle that also carries the weight of like an actual good movie. And I do think The Dark Knight is the best example of that. Even if you don't think it's his best, and spoiler alert, I don't, but I think it's high up there for me. It's 13 on my list. But like this shows more that it's fucking Batman. And yeah, unbelievable movie.
One of the great villains, along with Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs, I think I've ever seen. Like it's that good.
Mm. Super compelling. Also, like I do think that this movie took the mantle of like regular average Joe moviegoer, like the belt of their favorite movie from Gladiator. Like that was passing of the torch, Gladiator to Dark Knight. I don't even know what it is now. I think it still is the Dark Knight, but like it'll eventually be something else over time.
Yeah, I think
I also think this.
Yeah, go ahead,
Kirk.
Go ahead, Gooch. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I also think this is like maybe the best edited movie of the century. Like it moves at a pace that is just unmatched.
Mm-hmm. Every couple of years, I see a role. Actually, Leo's role in One Battle After Another, and I think, Heath Ledger might have played that. You know, like that might be where he's at now. You know, because I think he was off to one of the great, like honestly, one of the great careers that we were gonna. You know, he was gonna have 7 or 8 Oscar nominations before he was done. I think, and this is like people get caught. It was kind of a big deal at the time for somebody in a comic book movie to break out and win an Oscar. Because that was a big debate, like, and it's like, well, but he gave the best performance. Like, this is how it should work. So, yeah.
Exactly. Like, why should it matter? Yeah.
I mean, Oscar voting got changed.
Yes.
This really changed the Oscars. It wasn't nominated for Best Picture.
Right.
Because Best Picture that year, I don't remind what they were again.
It's an 8.
Tough year.
It was.
Is that the Slumdog year or no? Am I off?
Yeah, it was Slumdog Millionaire. Won. Actually, was it? Yeah, Slumdog Millionaire won, right? That was the year.
Slumdog won. Benjamin Button.
Curious Case Benjamin Button, Frost Nixon, Milk, and The Reader.
Oof.
Was that the year that Anne Hathaway and James Franco hosted? Maybe too. I think could be wrong about that.
No, this was Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Franco's nominated the year he hosted, right?
That's right, for 127 hours.
127 hours with Boyle.
I like a lot.
That's a Klemmer movie right there, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Klemmer movie. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He did it.
I know.
Well, it's coming up on our list here, so don't give away any thoughts yet.
The Dark Knight, number 7 on our list of top 50 movies of the century so far, 2000 through 2025. We're getting close to the top 5, but number 6 right now on all 5 lists. 8 for me, 55 for Kirk, 2 for Kenjac, Klemmer 33, 12 for Gooch. Thought it would be a little higher. Kenjac, I think you saw it before any American human being. And that is Parasite from Bong Joon-ho, 2019, the second 2019 movie to end up in the top 10.
You got to say it like Jane Fonda when you say it, Jeff.
Parasite. Yeah.
Parasite.
One of the I know people like My Eyes See Oppenheimer, but that is, she delivered, in terms of drama in a moment, she reads it, she pauses, she looks around, she goes, Parasite. It's a great Best Picture winner delivery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies just ever. I love it so much. Beautiful. Shout out Brett, got me the copy early. It is, I think, one of the, like, you were talking about like some of the best editing. I think this one like really, really moves at such a great pace. And when you're thinking about we talked about this a little bit with No Other Choice too. Like, for some reason, foreign cinema, I feel like it's gotten such a better way of like dealing with this sort of a class issues, whatever, without beating over the fucking head with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they find a good like middle ground of like making it so absurd that you can still have a good movie plot.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Having like to like fully stop your train and be like, well, this is why the things work this way. Just literally explain it to you out loud. It's so fucking annoying. And the whole cast, top to bottom, insane. One of the great endings in all movies, in my opinion. And just, man, that house is just gorgeous. And then like the going back and forth to like their basement hut is so great. There's so many beautiful, beautiful shots, such great music, such a great theme. I could go on about it forever, but yeah.
Again, good ending. He was willing to go places that, you know, people maybe wouldn't want to go to crowd please. He goes in a way that he thinks fits best to the story, takes a chance, maybe not be it may not be the greatest way that someone wants the movie to end, but that's like why these things work. That's why so many foreign movies work too, is they're willing to be like, fuck the audience, you know, like we're not gonna please what they just want to see, you know, we're gonna
need to hold your hand and like walk you through the whole thing.
Exactly. Really don't. No hand holding, and one of the best genre bends you'll ever see. Like his ability to give you horror, give you drama, a little bit of it's fantastic. Parasite was. I remember when you saw it. Remember you said see it, and I remember seeing it and being like, holy shit. And I also, if you want to give someone a full zero English foreign language movie subtitles, this is it. I think this is like, I say in terms of recent ones that are easy to get someone who's maybe never seen foreign language movies. Anatomy of a Fall is a great one because there's a blend of English as well, where it's like not full on whole movie subtitles. I think give them Anatomy of a Fall, give them Parasite, and be like, look, this is the world beyond just American movies. But yeah, Parasite's
just the visual element of Parasite too. Like you think about that apartment there in that shitty apartment, then the amazing house, and then underneath the house, like each thing looks different, feels different. Like the production design in this movie is, and the way it's shot is almost unparalleled.
I think we talked about last episode. This is where, to me, you can really see the Fincher influence. You know, I think it's really all over this movie. You know, it's. I mean, I don't have as high as you guys, but it's great. I mean, I have it in the top 60 or whatever. It's a fucking great movie.
I was about to say this is very similar to Zodiac for me, where it's rewarding on rewatching, and the way it just unravels is just so rewarding and frustrating at the same time, and just gut punch. And to its credit, I think the legacy for the movie will be its legacy within international cinema. I mean, this completely changed the paradigm for general audiences in terms of like going to see these types of movies that maybe they never would have before. And its Oscar run is one of the great Oscar runs of all time.
Oh, crazy. And I like 1917. I know a lot of people mock it, but like this took down a like big time front runner, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Martin Scorsese. And
this is one of the great movie years of all time.
Yeah,
him going up and accepting the awards and like being drunker on stage because he doesn't think he's going to win anymore. And then I mean, we were in the office doing a live stream, and I'll never forget when we have it like bet on it. We were like, everyone like take Parasite. You never know. There was this weird momentum on red carpets through awards season. You were like, man, this feels like the movie everyone. And you knew voting had changed. They added more. But you're like, yeah, it's like this could happen. And when he won Best Director, it was like, whoa, wait a second, is this about to happen? Yeah. I watched that. I watched those Oscar between Spike Lee like all the time.
Thanks Scorsese. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Top 5. Number 10, Blade Runner 2049. Number 9, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Number 8, Mad Max Fury Road. Number 7, The Dark Knight. Number 6, Parasite.
No.
Number 5, everyone's top 25. 25 for me. I might have fucked this one a little bit. 10 for Kirk. 14 for Kenjac. 15 for Klemmer. Number 1 for Gooch.
All right.
Number 1, and that is Paul Thomas Anderson's 2007 There Will Be Blood. Gooch, number 1 for you.
Perfect movie. It's the only thing from the century that I think even comes close to The Godfather, which is my number 1 movie of all time. Just a complete epic tale of American, capitalism, tale of American industry, just everything inside of it held together by the best performance of the century. Like just bar none. Like he is Daniel Day-Lewis is so fucking good in this movie. It's unbelievable. And Paul Thomas Anderson is just working at a level that, I mean, he has a great filmography, but I don't know if he's done a better job directing, at least in my opinion. Like this is so fucking good. And then like you get Kieran Hines in here. Like there's so many great, Paul Dano out of fucking nowhere. He was hardly supposed to be in this movie. It shows up and gets thrown into having to play twins and just does a perfect job. I mean, I'll let you guys talk more about it, but I think this is the best movie of the century easily.
Yeah, 10 for you.
Modern Citizen Kane. I mean, it is like a horror movie. It's Day-Lewis is. Yeah, I have to put his performance number 1 this century. I put Cate Blanchett pretty close, honestly, in Tar. Unbelievable. Like the Dano thing I know is divisive. It works for me. The last scene between the two, I think I'm finding to be, the more I watch it, the less I love it. That's why I kept it. I could have had a 2 or 3 very easily. But yeah, just fucking unbelievable. And like a runaway, like you had to give Day-Lewis the Oscar that year. He blew everybody else away. I mean, to me, like the first hour is unbelievable. Like I've never seen anything like it. It's his best movie, PTA, and I think it always will be. Like I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't think he'll ever make a movie better than this. I don't know if he can.
I could have hung out with the father, Daniel Day-Lewis and his son, that could have been like a Netflix miniseries, just them going around trying to find oil.
It's fun, fun hang, yeah.
The first hour until kind of the obsession.
His dead son, this fucking psychopath, and this poor kid. Yeah, well, yeah.
I think the Daniel Lewis character it changes though. Obviously, we see it in the end, but like
becomes a
little
monster.
changes
Yeah.
throughout. Yeah, like before he becomes a monster, that's like an enjoyable ride.
But he's always kind of a monster though too. Yeah.
And that's the brilliance of the movies. The traces are always there, especially when you do this on rewatch. Like you see, oh no, there's like glimmers here of like where this guy is really gonna fall. That's why the ending, the first time I saw it, I didn't love it. I felt it was too rushed to me. But then when I watch again, I'm like, no, it was my fault. I missed it. Like it's all there. You just got
stuff with the brother. Is he the brother? Just great stuff. Just great stuff. And it looks great. God, it looks great.
Oh, it's amazing.
Mental deterioration, just like a guy's like singular desire to win at all costs is always like I think of very compelling. It always makes for compelling cinema, and then when you have Daniel Day-Lewis doing it, like one of the best actors of all time, so it makes it even better.
I'm an oil man.
Oil man.
Tell you.
Take in front of me, Al.
Also, yeah, the performance. I mean, just Daniel Day-Lewis. Like, if we did best performances from this list, I would assume this gets plenty of first place votes.
We're going to talk about Lincoln, I know, in a second, so I don't want to get too
right next. Going to next.
Right before Castaway. Number 4 in all 5 top 10s. 6 for me, 9 for Kirk, 4 for Kenjac, 5 for Klemmer, 7 for Gooch.
Wow.
One of my greatest of all time. That is 2009 Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds, which is my favorite of his by a hair, by a smidge of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Just an unbelievable movie for so many reasons, for so many performances from Christoph Waltz, who's just dynamite in this movie, to I think a great Brad Pitt performance, which is so ridiculous that only Tarantino could really pull off. Just some of the most intense scenes you've ever seen in a movie, from the opening scene, one of the greatest opening scenes ever, to even, I mean, just the strudel scene, wait for the, just unbelievable. Wait for the crab, just unbelievable. I've made the fucking strudel myself. Delicious. Just an amazing, amazing movie.
The bar scene, the fast.
The bar scene. I mean, there's mentioned the bar scene.
Like, there's just so much here, and I mentioned the greatest villains of all time with Hopkins and Ledger. I mean, you got to throw Waltz in what he does here. I mean, that Hans Landa is like one of the most evil, brilliant people you've seen on screen.
And I've enjoyed the alternate history less and less with Tarantino as it goes on, but this to me is a great ending. Like, this ending pays off. I love it. Fucking love it. Love it. Love it. Pays off. It's very smart.
There's so many fucking moving pieces in this movie, and the fact that they all come together and weed together, and it's so coherent throughout, and it's so satisfying. It ends with him saying, "This might be my masterpiece." Like he knew, like on arrival, he was like, I did something here.
The bar scene has spawned one of the great memes now of dunking on someone who. One of the great memes now, which is weird because that's actually become more of a meme recently than it has from like when the movie came out.
Right.
People tied this to Django. I mean, to Django a lot, because both have walls, both came out around the same time. But this is like noticeably better.
Yeah. Yes, I'd agree. And I like Django, but I think Christoph Waltz is perfect in this movie.
It's a lot tighter. Also, like there's a lot of good scenes in Django. I think every like extended scene, like this is a collection of I think like 2 or 3 of the greatest scenes of the 21st century, and I think all of those scenes, like Django doesn't have anything that touches those specifically, and like they are that good.
Absolutely.
So number 4 is Inglourious Basterds, which also I think would be right up there with The Dark Knight if we did an audience vote of what would be number 1. I think this would be right up there as well. Number 3 in all 5 top 10s. Number 2 for me, it's 100 out of 100. I've never wavered from when I first said that, when I first saw it. Number 6 for Kirk. Number 7 for Kenjac. Number 9 for Klemmer. Number 8 for Gooch. Christopher Nolan's highest ranked movie on this list. 2023's masterpiece, Oppenheimer. Which is just, I thought that, I can't even say I thought the same way. If I could give it above 100, I give it above 100. It is an incredible feat of filmmaking to take a story like this and make it as compelling, as unbelievable as it is. Amazing score, unbelievable acting, Christopher Nolan. Every big moment, like to make a blockbuster moment out of Oppenheimer talking to Einstein. What a sicko Christopher Nolan is. Like that is like, but the ending is, it's amazing. It's amazing. And the build up and the nonlinear storytelling. And obviously he took a lot of cues from Amadeus, as he's always said. And like, if you watch those parallels, it's great, but it works. Like the black and white, the color, two perspectives. It's just unbelievable storytelling. And he could make The Odyssey could be like an amazing achievement in a 98, 99, but like I don't know how he'll top this. And he'll come close, I'm sure, many times. But Oppenheimer is I've talked about the same way since I first saw it, and I just only feel more greater and greater about it since the montage scene in the beginning with the practical effects and the music. If you know me, you know I love this movie. And, yeah, amazing.
We spent a lot of time talking about biopics last week. This is a biopic that's not afraid to make its lead a very complicated figure. You know, this guy's dropping his kid off. Like this is, and there's not a bad. I mean, you know, Josh Hartnett, Pugh, obviously Downey, Damon is fucking great. Casey Affleck in his cameo. Like everybody in this movie stepped up. Everybody stepped up. I went in expecting it. The rare time you went going expecting something to be great and exceed your expectations, which it did for me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's one of the greatest.
Damon should have been nominated. It's the most important role in the movie because it's like the humanizing, grounded element.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think Damon's better than Downey Jr. too.
I agree. No, when Damon leaves the movie, you're like, oh shit, like things are about to get really fucking serious. Like the fun is over.
Yeah, it's not just them. Like to your point, like it goes down. And like you can go 10 more down on that cast list, and each person has a moment.
Matthew Modine, great performance.
Dane DeHaan.
Yeah.
Jason Clarke.
Safdie is great in it.
Rami Malek is good in this movie. Alden Ehrenreich. Like this movie is stacked to the brim with just great performances of people who understood the assignment. The production design is incredible. The score. I mean, Göransson, it's immediately like this. Yeah. He was on the cusp, but it was a full establishment of this is our next guy. Like this is the next big John Williams or Ennio Morricone. Like this guy is going to be he's going to be around forever. Like he is going to dominate.
I don't like biopics. I just think you're shoving 80 years or whatever into like 120 minutes. It never works. But Nolan is so amazing at his craft that he's able to take out like kind of all the important things and make it work and didn't feel weird or clunky or like you were only seeing you felt like you were seeing him, not necessarily all of his moments. And it's a masterpiece.
Like that scene where she's older and she runs into Safdie and like she blows him off, like that should not work. Like in a biopic, you're like, oh, that's like trash, stupid. It works in this movie. The movie only leaves me one question, really, ultimately, is who was that annoying young senator asking all those questions to Robert Downey Jr.?
I was about to bring it up.
That's the rat in
that
Departed.
Answer, then what's that?
That's the same as the rat in Departed. It's like you roll your eyes, but you're like, all right.
That's why it's. I would have had it like 1 or 2 spots higher on my list. I'm dead serious.
The funniest part of this movie, though, other than that, is definitely the jump scare Casey Affleck scene too, where it's like they build it up like who is this demon? Who is this?
It's a great
this
scene,
actually, I believe, because Kenjac and I did not see Parasite together, and I actually don't think we saw Blade Runner 2040. No, we weren't doing the podcast.
I was in Chicago when I said to see that for some reason. I forget why.
Once upon a time in Hollywood, we may have seen together, but
if we did.
But anyway, I saw this movie with Chris Klemmer. Technically, I didn't know he was there. And in the beginning of the movie, I saw a wiry frame get up in front of me at the Lincoln Center IMAX in New York and walk across to get a snack, and it was Klemmer. We saw the movie together, technically.
Right.
Yeah, just fucking unbelievable. An unbelievable movie. Probably the longest movie that I rewatch over and over again, too. Kind of a weird like stat, but that is definitely like the length, I don't feel it at all.
So many great lines, too, that are just going to stick around. Like those kind of like, in the Dark Knights, like you either, die a hero, live long enough to see yourself become the villain. This movie has a bunch of those. Like Nolan is so good at like creating those types of lines. Like to the Emily Blunt, that Emily Blunt line. Like once it's all said and done, they'll serve you cold potatoes and you don't have to give. I can't remember the line exactly, but that's a great line, and the line it finishes is on. It's just unbelievable.
We didn't even talk about fucking Josh Safdie too. Josh Safdie fucking randomly great performance.
Great dickhead role from Jason Clarke interrogating him. Just a piece of shit. Just you hate him. Amazing fucking movie. Number 2 and number 1.
It's good.
Yeah, I saw it.
You like it.
With Jeff, you just said that. Pay attention. Come on.
I know it's got some.
No, but I didn't mention you never came back into the theater.
I did. I saw it twice this year. You guys are being clowns.
Number 1 and number 2 are separated by 2 points. So just for the sake of comparison, Oppenheimer was at 488 total points. Number 2 is at 533. Number 1 is at 535. Number 2 is in 2 people's top 5s. It's in 3 top 10s total. I have it at 9. Kirk has it at 2. Kenjac has it at 1. Klemmer has it at 11. Gooch has it at 14. That is No Country for Old Men from the Coen brothers, 2007. Kenjac, take it away. Your number 1 ranked movie of all time, of the 21st century. You have No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, my number 1 all time. That's one of those movies. I think when I watched it, I think we mentioned this too. I forget what. Like it turned movie watching in my head from being like, oh, this is how I watch goofy, funny movies, or like something like Spider-Man or whatever like that. This turned to like, oh, this is like an art form. Like this is something where you can glean like levels upon levels upon levels of stuff from it. I think it's incredible. I think the cast down top to bottom is insane. When you think about obviously like Josh Brolin at that point in his career, I feel like it's pretty down. And then he gets this movie, and all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, he's back. Now he can be like a true movie star. Same with Bardem. Delivers, I think, one of the best, if not one of the best, like villain actor performance ever in Anton, and it's insane. And like when you go get past that, then there's like levels of other actors who are delivering like some of their best work too, like Woody Harrelson, Stephen Root, Tommy Lee Jones. Obviously, like all these actors are operating on a completely different level. There's a lot of cool different like themes you can like I was saying before, you can get out of it, like the nature of like evil, and like obviously the whole thing with the coin flip, like how you measure like your fate versus like what your free will can do. And like I just love it. I love it. Some people I know don't maybe love the ending as much. I've always loved the ending. I think it's fantastic, and it's some of the best tension building that you'll ever see in a crime thriller. I love it. One of my favorite, and I'd say the number 1 neo western for sure.
Kirk, give it a 2.
Yeah, as I get older, when I saw it initially in 07, the theater, I was blown away by it. And I was very into the Sugar character like everyone else was. As I get older, I'm more interested in the Tommy Lee Jones character. And that last scene, the two last scenes when he goes to visit his brother, right? I always get confused. Is that his brother?
I always thought it was his dad, but I think it's supposed to be his older brother, at least in the Cormac, right?
What do you think, Klemmer?
I don't know. I don't.
They keep things vague. I mean, they keep what year it is sometimes vague in them. Like a lot of it's purposely vague, obviously. But yeah, so we go see him. Great scene, and then the last scene where he's at the kitchen table is as good a last scene as you're ever going to have in the movie. And I know it frustrated a lot of people. I know it didn't give people what they wanted. But again, this is a story where everybody loses in this movie. Like nobody wins in this movie. Like all the main characters, even Sugar at the end, he's all fucked up, you know. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, just great tension building the whole time. And Woody Harrelson's a really nice, like, breath of fresh air in the middle. Like, he just comes in, and you're like, oh, good, he's here for a while. Ends poorly for him, obviously, but great. Their best movie. And, yeah, I mean, the second best movie for me, I mean, 07 has No Country for Old Men, has Zodiac, it has There Will Be Blood. I mean, this is a crazy year in movies, a crazy year. That's just the beginning. So sometimes you get that year where the directors are making movies at the same time, and that was one of them. Just great. Deserving of all the Oscars.
This was made like 10 miles away from There Will Be Blood.
They had to shoot down the shooting, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Blew something up.
It's also like from a script level, like a straight up miracle. Like if you like know, like Cormac McCarthy's like books just are not like suited to be adapted, and the fact that they pulled this off is just incredible. I'd love to see them dip back in and try and do another one of his books.
Blood Meridian.
Let's do it. Blood Meridian. Like I would love to see what the Coens could do with that, or like go back and do The Road again. I kind of like the Road adaptation that exists, but it's just too dour.
It's okay.
I think, this is unbelievable. Like you were saying, Kenjac, this works as like a neo-Western, but then you can go back and rewatch, and the older I've gotten, the themes have really hit harder in terms of just like that feeling that the world is just changing and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Kirk, you talked about it with There Will Be Blood. Like, this is just, with Zodiac, excuse me. This is a movie about failure. Like, this is like like you said, everyone loses in this. Like, but the Josh Brolin character, especially, like we're trained as movie audiences to think, oh, he's gonna win. Like that's the guy. And when he's not even in the third act, it's such a complete. And honestly, it's not a fuck you to the audience. It's just a not what you'd expect.
And they even treat his dead body as almost like secondary. This is the lead character of the whole movie. You just kind of see him quick and he's gone. And Kelly McDonald just gets killed. She just gets killed. Like it's
screen,
but you're right, Gooch. It's like that's how you feel like Tommy Lee Jones at the end as you get older and older. Like anytime my son shows me a fucking Looks Max fucking TikTok video. I feel like Tommy Lee Jones. I just sit there and just stare at a wall. I'm like, what happened? What the fuck happened to me? Then I woke up.
The layers of this movie you can pull back on rewatch are pretty unbelievable. Top 10 for me. A fucking amazing movie. That's number 2. Number 1. This is interesting. So number 1 benefited from. There's a huge difference. 4 people have it top 5. 1 person didn't have it top 50. So it benefited from 4 top 5 bonuses. It got a number 1 bonus. It got a number 2 bonus. It got a number 3 bonus, and it got a number 4 bonus. This is my number 1 of all time.
There's no way.
If it had been top 50 for the person who had it 55, it would have been number 1 in a runaway, and that is David Fincher's 2010 The Social Network, our number 1 ranked movie of the century. It was in the most amount of top 5s. Again, number 1 for me, number 2 for Gooch, number 3 for Kirk, Klemmer 4, Kenjac 55. Who I think Kenjac, moons ago, you didn't even like this movie, right? It's kind of grown on you.
It's definitely grown. I've always appreciated it. It's just never been one. I've all the Fincher catalog too, and I do like Fincher quite a bit. Like, it's always been the one where I've always struggled the most to connect with it, because I don't like something about the Zuck, man. The Zuck just turns me off. And I know this movie, The Social Network stuff turns me off. Army Hammer as an actor turns me off. Like a lot of these things, a lot of elements in this were just built for me not to connect to it. And I appreciate it. Garfield, I think, is to me is like a revelation in it. But like a lot of stuff in it is just built for me not to love it. And I still appreciate it as I guess a piece of objective art or whatever.
Yeah, number 1 for me, one of my top movies ever. There's 0 flaws to this movie. Incredible acting. Should have won Best Picture.
Yes.
King's Speech won the year that this was nominated. I would argue if you ask people like retroactive winners, this is probably the one I think most people go to. It's often said that this should have won Best Picture. The score is fucking dynamite in this movie. A perfect score to screenplay combination. The quick, in-your-face, nonstop dialogue of a Sorkin script. The score is just, it matches it so well, and I hate just focusing on that first more than anything, but it just unbelievable. The behind the scenes of this movie is incredible. Why anyone likes working with David Fincher is a mind blowing. He is so intricate, but that's why this works. That first scene, even him breaking down why he had so much noise in that first scene when they're in the bar together, and how like realistic he made it, and just like the background and how every little element of this movie. I think it's a masterpiece from him. The story is beyond compelling, casting great. The Mark scene when he's yelling, Andrew Garfield yells in and slams the keyboard or the laptop, just fantastic. Every way, shape, and form. Even like the scene in like the nightclub when they're yelling about getting rich. Justin Timberlake, great small role here. Perfect casting to like elevate. Because that's a character where like, if you know who Sean Parker is, it makes sense. But if you don't, you need someone playing that role that elevates like the aura of someone like that from that time period. So yeah, I just unbelievable. And just the framing of everything, the color usage, just unbelievable. And again, though it's like if I had to pick one thing, it's that Reznor and Ross, that Trent Reznor Atticus Ross score is just teamed up with Sorkin masterclass is just amazing. So my number 1 of all time, our number 1 of all time. Gooch, you have it at 2.
Yes. I don't think, and this is gonna, I think, be a problem as the further away we get from when the movie was made, but it's incredible like how insightful this film was into kind of Zuck. Like looking back now, it's easy to say like, wow, he really like, it's obviously like the negativity around the social media, like the social network and like kind of the fallout from it. But in the moment, people loved social media. People loved Zuck. People loved Facebook. There was no evilness behind it, or at least it wasn't as prevalent like the way we talked about it. And he was just so unrelenting towards Zuckerberg and just how he was as a person. I think Eisenberg, his take on Zuck, like instead of trying to do like, this is what I worry about with Jeremy Strong. I think he's just going to do a very great impression of him. But Eisenberg he almost creates a character out of Zuck. Like he creates someone completely new, and it works. So it works in a way that like, it doesn't even need to be about Facebook. Like, it's so brilliant. I love the film. And Fincher and Sorkin need to get back together because they are just a perfect pairing. Like, that coldness of Fincher brushing up against just the dialogue of Sorkin, it works so fucking well.
Kirk, you have a top three, number three for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say new, but Social Network, Great Marriage, again, the best working director still, although he's in Netflix jail, and Sorkin at his best, like just great. Guy who plays Larry Summers, great. Of course, later I think Larry Summers in some trouble later. Am I correct? If we look him up, it might be worth looking up. Army Hammer is great. I mean, look, it's not. We don't love saying that, but he's great. And the device of the deposition works. A lot of it, which is kind of like Oppenheimer in a way, really.
Yeah.
Like that as a framing device, it just works. It's a smart move. Rashida Jones very likable, so you're kind of going for the ride, and yeah, it lands. I think it's a very worthy number one. It's not my number one, but it's number three. So if you put a gun in my head before and asked me to predict what would have finished number one on this list, I would have said either this or Oppenheimer. So I can't say I'm stunned.
Here's our top 10. Greatest movies of the century, all since 2000 through 2025. The top 10 movies of the century. Later on, 2049, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Mad Max Fury Road, The Dark Knight, Parasite, There Will Be Blood 5, Inglourious Basterds 4, Oppenheimer 3, No Country for Old Men 2, The Social Network 1. Very fun project. I very much thoroughly enjoyed doing that. Let's do a couple quick stats here from these movies. In terms of what our top 50 was, who showed up the most, years that we saw the most. Kirk, you kind of pointed it out, obviously, there's a couple people who definitely were going to show up on here a few times based on just thinking about the movies that we've said. That's 50 movies, 115 hours, 36 different directors, 14 countries, 4 languages. 2007 had the most movies. Zodiac, There Will Be Blood, Superbad, No Control Man, Michael Clayton. 2017, 2015 both had 4. 2025, 2014 both had 3. The USA, 45 films. The UK, 9. South Korea, 3. New Zealand, 3. I wonder what those are. France, 3. And Germany, 2. 45 movies in English, 3 in Korean. Actors showed up the most. 3 of them tied. Brad Pitt, Leo, Matt Damon. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
3 iconic actors. Chalamet ended up on there 4 times. Lady Bird being one of them, kind of like one of the earlier ones for sure. Michael Caine 4 times. Congratulations to Michael Caine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Should have been Oppenheimer,
Brian
too.
Gosling 3 times. Brolin 3 times. Jonah Hill 3 times. Andy Serkis 3 times. That's Gollum.
Hell yeah.
Daniel Kaluuya showed up on here 3 times.
Makes sense.
Casey Affleck 3 times. Cillian Murphy 3 times. Elijah Wood 3 times.
Sean Astin 3 times.
Dominic Monaghan
3 times.
Yeah.
Liv Tyler 3 times. Sean Bean 3 times.
God.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sean Bean 4 times. He was in The Martian.
One. He's only in Fellowship.
I don't
Come on
know.
now.
Oh no, is that true? Oh no, how could I
he
forgot
died in the first one.
It's true.
God,
It's actually, so Sean Bean 3 times. That is 3 different movies. Christopher Nolan, 5 movies, leads the way. Quentin Tarantino, 4. Denis Villeneuve, 3. Obviously, Peter Jackson, 3. David Fincher, 2. Though he does have 2 in the top 10, along with Nolan. Tarantino, and Christopher Nolan make up 6 of the top 10. Bong Joon-ho twice. Paul Thomas Anderson twice. Damien Chazelle twice. Jordan Peele twice. Richard Linklater twice. So yeah, that is. Oh, here we go. Ready? Highs and lows. The highest average rated movie on Letterboxd on our list is City of God, 4.6 stars on Letterboxd. The lowest average, Nope. Haters. Most popular, the most viewed, talked about movie on our list according to Letterboxd is Interstellar, our number 50. The least talked about, the most obscure, Road to Perdition.
I don't believe that.
That makes sense though.
The newest is Marty Supreme. The oldest is Memento. The longest, I actually wish it wasn't on here because it doesn't really count, is Kill Bill. I assume it's Return of the King if you don't count Kill Bill.
Probably.
The combined. And the shortest is Before Sunset. So that's the stats on that. I'm going to quickly read off 75 through 51. Nora was 75. Gladiator was 74. Gooch had that at 15. Anatomy of a Fall was 73. That was on 3 list. Spirited Away, Kenjac had that at 13. Gooch, Brokeback Mountain, 13. Klemmer, you had 13th. $1 Million Baby, that came in at 70. Number 12 for me, Birdman, came at 69. I was the only one who had it. Klemmer, only one who had Signs, that came in at 68. I was the one. This
Signs
one
is
shocked
so
me.
good.
That's good.
I just did a rewatch. So good.
And that's an
This one
influential
shocked
too.
me.
They threw water
Nobody
out.
had Toy Story 3 except for me. I had it at 11. It ended up at 67.
You and Tarantino.
A Serious Man was Kirk's 11,
Good
66.
movie.
The Lighthouse, myself and Gooch had that, ends up at 65. Klemmer, only one who had Gangs in New York. That was in your top 10.
Ugh.
I think that's the best Daniel Day-Lewis performance of the century. How about that?
Oh, stop it.
I love it.
Fucking asshole, Klemmer. Fuck you.
I'm not.
This one I thought maybe would make the list.
Not an
Death of
asshole.
Stalin. Kenjac and I had that.
love
Royal
Death
Tenenbaums. Klemmer, you had that at number 7, only one to have it. The Master, Kirk, Kenjac, and Gooch, you had it. Ended up at 61. Number 60, Castaway.
Yeah.
Number 6 on Klemmer.
It's crazy. None of you guys did Castaway. You
I
guys
like
suck.
Castaway. I
It's
like
fine.
Castaway.
It's good.
It's better than
Nightcrawler.
The Last of Zemeckis.
Nightcrawler 59, Her 58. Myself and Kirk had that. Myself and Kenjac had Nightcrawler. The Handmaiden, Kenjac and Gooch had that. 57. Gone Girl 56. I thought Gone Girl was going to sneak in. I actually thought Gone Girl would sneak in. Myself, Kenjac, and Kirk had that. Argo, number 55. Klemmer and myself had that. 12 Years a Slave, Kirk and Klemmer had that. 1917, Kenjac and Klemmer
Loves
had
that movie.
1917.
He loves that movie.
You had on the list too, buddy. You were right there with me.
Loves that movie.
Slumdog Millionaire, myself and Kenjac had that top 50. I love Slumdog. Uncut Gems, I mentioned, just missed the list at 51. Klemmer, and one last note. I'm sorry, Klemmer. We got to go on a bang
That's
with
fine,
you here.
that's
You
fine.
had the fewest top 10 movies make the list.
Yeah, that's.
Centric.
I think that's like a good thing. I think like the list should be like varied.
Yes,
like
I agree.
Like anyone can like do the whole like film nerd Twitter like, oh, we all have the same top 10. Like no, like I think these should be like. That's why like when Jeff, when you said like,
Okay,
some
to be
person
fair,
called
to
me
be
classic.
fair, to be fair,
Jeff,
you're not
anybody-
talking about
anybody can-
you didn't put like some indie director. It's Castaway. Like let's not pretend like you
But it's
like.
still- I never said that. I said it's
Jeff.
different tastes.
Different taste.
No, I know. I
Jeff,
do agree with that. I do agree with that.
You said your favorite
Anybody-
movie of all time
Anybody
wasn't.
can
was, like,
see the
number-
movies, you know. Anybody can go.
Yeah, but
see them.
favorite and best are not the
Why would
same
you
thing.
not?
Do you not get what I'm saying on that?
I do. I
Small
do and I
Soldiers
don't.
is one of my Small Soldiers are my favorite movies of all time, but like I wouldn't have it in the
Yeah, like
top
Ocean's
50.
11 is a, but so also just sucks. Ocean's 11 is a great movie. That's not a, you can't comp those two. It doesn't work that way.
But I'm just saying it's not that insane that my favorite movie isn't my number one. It's
I
like,
think it's crazy that it's 40th. That's crazy.
All right, I've been sitting in this car for 2.5 hours. So let's go. Let's fucking wrap this up.
that is it. Good list. Very fun. You can find this on Letterboxd. You can find our top. We'll upload the top 100. That way you can see it. You can see what we have compared to yours.
What list do you want to do
we'll
next,
eventually
Klemmer?
figure
What
out
list do you want to do next?
what the audience has.
Well,
Top 10 movies Klemmer hasn't
top
seen.
the movies I haven't seen apparently.
Yeah,
It's basically the list we just did, wasn't it?
yeah.
Fucking difference.
We are gonna do ranked ballot going forward on our list. I do think this was a fun way to do it. You get a little.
Yeah, it's a
more
good idea.
crossover. Yeah.
I kind of like the big expanded reveal. I would love to. Do
I don't hate
another
this either.
series like this.
I wouldn't mind doing like 4 week long reveals on stuff. We just-
Definitely.
yeah.
This was fun.
Maybe a summer blockbuster one next.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks
Directors
movies?
for sure. So, okay. That is it for our top 100, top 50. But we'll put our top 100 on Letterboxd. Top 50 movies of the century. All right. No Klemmer for this part, but I will read his list. Let's talk about our 5 movies that you wish would have been on our list. So we'll start with Klemmer. We'll start with Klemmer's because he's not here. We will talk about his 5, and then we will talk about ours. It doesn't have to be the top 5 that didn't make the list. Like I skipped one of mine because while I do love it, like for example, like Birdman. I love Birdman. Birdman's number 12 all in the century for me. But I do understand that a lot of people don't love Birdman. So like me having it not on the list, like that's like I get it. That's fine. Klemmer, his top 5 that he wished would have been on the list. we mentioned it earlier. I know he didn't like we said it, but he did have the most movies in his top 30 not make the list. His top 5 though were Castaway. He had it at number 6. Ex Machina, he said, which he had at 24, which I think it's a solid movie that missed the list.
Yeah. He only watched it recently too. I remember he was talking to us about it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Royal Tenenbaums is kind of fair. I get it. Like, I get wanting a Wes Anderson on there. Like, Fantastic Mr. Fox would have been my preferential pick of Wes Anderson.
Yeah, no Anderson, right?
Royal Tenenbaums.
No Anderson.
Say it again?
No Anderson,
Wes
right?
Anderson.
No. Yeah. Wes Anderson did not make the list. Nope. His 31st movie was Manchester by the Sea. He said he wished that one would have made the list. No one else had that one.
Don't love it.
And then Gangs of New York was his number 10. No one else had Gangs of New York. Those are his 5.
He loves that movie.
He does love Gangs of New York.
Overwhelmed by it. He can't believe when Liam Neeson dies.
He actually has, you know those like video picture frames that you can get? He has one hanging up in his apartment. It's that end with the time lapse of New York. It just loops over and over. He loves that. So those are his 5. Ex Machina is a solid one, and I think I'm actually a little surprised Wes Anderson didn't end up on our list.
He's just the kind of filmmaker where I think everyone has their favorites. And so I think we're probably just I bet we all had 1 or 2. Maybe not you, Kenjac, because I know you really don't care for him, but it's just like, I think maybe Fantastic Mr. Fox would have been my highest.
Probably.
But
my favorite 2 Wes Anderson movies are Last Century. They're Bottle Rocket and Rushmore.
Yeah,
that's true. I guess I didn't even think about that.
Honestly,
that is true.
Yeah, I just don't.
Gooch, your highest. You had Wes Anderson 37. Fantastic Mr. Fox. I had it 67. We were the only ones to have it. What do you want to do? You want to just read off your 5, or do you want to go kind of down the line here? We can go quick because obviously we did have spent a long time on it in podcast. Do you want to rattle off your 5? You can go first, Kenjac.
Go ahead, Kenjac.
Sure. My first one was Spirited Away. We talked about it a bit. I think getting one Studio G on here would have been nice. And that's like one of the most like beautiful animated movies ever made, probably. And I loved it a lot. And then I'll probably have this one where Film Twitter has done a full 180 on it. Everything Ever All at Once. I love Everything Ever All at Once. I think it's hyper creative, really well acted from actors that I don't think got a lot of shine during their period. And especially for Ke Quan, who just hasn't fucking done anything since basically indie, and just comes in and crushes it. And like the paid taxes line is obviously insane. The Sound of Metal. I love The Sound of Metal. That's one where I think it got good love, obviously, like around the award circuit.
That's
but I think like
that's a good one.
Yeah. It's a really good movie. And Riz Ahmed, like I think that's one where he came on the scene. I'm like, holy shit, Riz Ahmed's like he's really got something here. Death of Stalin, I'd probably have too. I think it's one of the funnier comedies of the 21st century, at least in my opinion. If we're talking,
I had it on my list as well. I had it at 68. You and I saw that one together. I also love Death of Stalin.
Yeah, it's just that I think 21st century. There's not a lot of like we had like 1 or 2 comedies on our list, maybe like Superbad and a few others. Maybe and I think Death of Stalin could have made it up there. And then The Handmaiden, I'd probably have up there too. Handmaiden is insane. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. But it's just another one where anytime you get a foreign language movie, it's just gonna be tougher to get into the top 20, top whatever, or top grouping.
Spirited Away wasn't too close, but it's up there. I have it at 93. The thing with me for Studio Ghibli was all my top ones are from the 80s and 90s.
The 80s and 90s, yeah.
For the most part. That's definitely the same thing with what Kirk just said. It's like it's a different century for me. Yeah, on there. Those are good. I love Death of Stalin is fucking fantastic. Yeah, just I think like, and I just think not as beloved as it should be, but also given what type of movie it is, how it was released, like it's obviously smaller.
So funny, so funny.
Yeah, so fucking good. That's an all time. I don't think we've talked about it on here with Kirk or Gooch, but that was when we saw Death of Stalin. The people behind us, they thought that was going to be a Stalin biopic.
Oh, really?
And when he pisses himself, they were mortified. The couple got up and left. They're like, it's disgusting.
They think it's going to be a Stalin biopic, and then like Steve Buscemi shows up as Nikita Khrushchev, just speaking in his regular act.
That should have been the giveaway. It might have been the hat tip of like, oh, this isn't a serious historical biopic. Gooch, what are your 5?
I had Brokeback Mountain at 16, which I get why I didn't make it, but I do think it's like in terms of romance, pure romance movies, romantic dramas, tough to beat. I think it's probably I think it is my number 1 from the century in that genre. Gladiator did not make the list.
Yeah, it was on my list.
I think that is because Klemmer does not like it. Kirk, how do you feel about Gladiator?
I like it. I don't have it on the list. I like it. Did not make probably the top 100.
It was close for me.
Yeah.
This is. Can we all agree though? This is the movie that if you polled the general population, this probably would have been top 5, maybe at least top 10, right?
Probably. Yeah. It's old. That's the only thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you almost think of his last century. But yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Had Shrek as my next animated feature. Shout out White Sox Dave, but I love Shrek.
I would have liked Shrek on here, and I actually didn't have Shrek, and I have Shrek rated really high. But Shrek is, I know we're not doing like most important, but Shrek definitely is like in terms of cultural relevance and like all like it. Shrek would have, if Shrek would have been on the list, I would have had absolutely zero problem with that.
And it's just grown too. I think this next Shrek is legitimately going to be one of like the 10 biggest movies of all time at the box office.
They're like redoing some of it, right? Because people didn't like the animation style.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that true?
It was terrible.
Right? Are they changing it a little bit? Which they very famously redid the entire movie the first time because Mike Myers got recast instead of Chris Farley. He wanted to have a Scottish accent. They reanimated the whole fucking movie.
Right choice. Right choice.
Yeah, smart. Definitely the right choice.
And then Little Women. You know I have to. Come on, Little Women.
No bigger Little Women fan out there than Gooch.
Number 27 on the century for me. And then Master and Commander, a movie I rewatched this past week.
Yeah, I could have had that on easily too.
Yeah, it just got swallowed up in the Return of the King year, and I think people just completely forget about it, but it is so fucking good.
Pirates of the Caribbean, I think really took their swag away, which sucks.
There's a comedy on your list, Gooch, that I actually, if you would have told me beforehand, take a bet on or off, I would have said on. And nobody had it but you, but I know we all have it high. Was Walk Hard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't expect it to make the list.
That Walk Hard might have been on the list beforehand. Because I know we all really like it. So
the comedies, just people listening, the comedies are very underrepresented, obviously, on this list. But it's tough because, like the Wes Anderson conundrum, like you just have your favorites, and then you make space for those 3 to 10 favorite comedies, and they're not always going to align with 4 other people. It's just when you do this kind of consolidation and this kind of scoring, the comedies get fucked. Like that's just the reality.
One that I was surprised wasn't higher on your list, Gooch, and was on mine as well, and I actually thought it might show up on more, was Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I thought it was going to be like top 10 for you.
Where did I have it? I don't even remember.
You had it at 40. I had it at 66, and no one else had it.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. I could definitely, if you find me on the right day, if I just get stuck quoting Delmar, then yeah, top 10 for me.
Kirk.
I'm going to pick through 5 here that I just kind of wanted to note. I had number 20, which is The Squid and the Whale, which is my favorite of his movies by a mile. Oh. It's his best divorce movie, in my opinion, for sure. Very funny. I mean, it's a comedy, so yeah. I mean, 21. I wasn't sure how loose we could be with this from a documentary perspective. I do have Grizzly Man, Werner Herzog's movie about Timothy Treadwell, which is definitely worth watching.
Yeah, sad story.
My favorite Damon performance is number 22, The Informant.
Yeah,
Soderbergh's movie, which is a really unbelievable like an incredible Damon performance in that movie. If you haven't seen it, I can't recommend it enough.
Like underratedly twisted performance,
crazy.
Right? Not to get too Jared Leto, but like hilariously, I love it. If I were to talk about the Soderberghs I like, this is the one that always gets lost in the shuffle for me. I feel like
he's he's a huge star at that point. We're in the middle of the franchise. Like he can do whatever he wants, and he just runs off and does this where he's looks horrible, like is horrible. It's just great, fantastic. I'll give 2 more. I like to list a bunch of them. I do have Insomnia, which I think is just fantastic movie. 37. I'll give you another blockbuster that I thought it's not on the list, right? Creed is not on the list, is it not?
No, Creed. Yeah. Creed ended up very close because I had it, Kirk, you had it, and Klemmer had it as well. No, Creed is definitely one of those ones that I would have. I mean, it's partly my fault. Didn't have it higher, but yeah. I do love Creed.
The first movie for me that didn't make the cut. I had 51. Just wanted to mention it. Is Shattered Glass, which is I think pretty terrific movie. And I think I have a Hayden Christensen starring movie in the list, but there it is, worth watching.
I'm glad he's on there.
Yeah.
Who talks about that all the time?
Yeah, my 5, my one for sure is Toy Story 3. I just think it's like a near perfect movie. It was 11 for me. I was shocked no one else ended up having it. So that's one I definitely would have liked on there. Toy Story 3. Uncut Gems, which was our 51st movie. Gems just missed the list. Kirk, you had it at 52. Gooch, you had it at 59. I had it at 18. I have that higher than Marty Supreme. That missed the list by a hair. Interstellar ended up beating it out. Another one no one else had, which I love, which is getting a gross American remake, is Another Round from a couple years ago. Which I think Another Round was maybe the best movie from that year or close to it. If you have not seen Another Round, absolutely go watch it. They're remaking it with Leonardo DiCaprio, apparently, from Thomas Vinterberg, Mads Mikkelsen in the lead role. Fascinating movie with one of the best endings of any movie you'll see. Kind of ties together a really sad story, but really deep, emotional, personal characters. Yeah, great movie. The Lighthouse. I love The Lighthouse. That Gooch, you had it. I had it as well. I had it at 32. Two incredible performances. One of those movies too, where like I think Pattinson was starting to really come up, right? And like you're like realizing he's not just Edward Cullen, but The Lighthouse like dunked it home, and Defoe is just so nutty in it. And I just love Robert Eggers stuff. And then I would say another one, which I'm not shocked it didn't make the list, but just when I think of this century and like staple movies, Casino Royale is up there for me. I had it at 43. Casino Royale revitalized the franchise. Also, I'm not saying it did like, it didn't like reinvent the wheel in terms of those types of movies, but in terms of like bringing back things and modernizing them and giving them a kind of like a grounded, different feel, Casino Royale is kind of like right up there at the forefront of that, with like bringing back like legacy sequels or like reinventing characters or soft reboots. And I just love that movie. It's fantastic. So that's another one I kind of wanted to note. One that I was shocked actually didn't make the list was The Nice Guys, by the way. I thought The Nice Guys was definitely going to make the list.
I love it. I couldn't make it like one of the best of the 21st century. That's tough.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. Did I have it on my list? That's the question.
No one else did but me.
Where is that Shane Black, by the way? What happened to that Shane Black that made The Nice Guys? He just kind of disappeared, just went off. Did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang that, and then he's like, I'm done making good movies forever.
The Predator,
he
man.
Made what was his recent? Didn't we just watch a piece of shit from him?
Play Dirty.
Play Dirty, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
With Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg and Lakeith Stanfield. Yeah.
How long have we been doing this show? We've been doing the show since what, like September, August? I think Wahlberg's like our guy. Like he's the guy we most consistently shit on this show.
Well, the thing is, like, we all just want more from him. That's it. I feel like we're all like we're in his corner in a way, but we do shit on him a lot.
Is he on this list? Oh, he's Departed, right?
Departed for sure.
Yeah, he'd be in The Departed. I'm trying to look at what else he'd be in.
Is he the lead in any of these? I don't think so.
No.
The Departed. No, The Fighter's not on the list.
Fighter's good though.
Obviously, no Ted movies. No, he's on the list one time. He's on the list for. Yeah. He's on the list for The Departed, and that's it. Yeah, All the Money in the World would be another good one that's not on the list. No one had Deepwater Horizon, right?
No.
Nah, just missed for me.
I did. I had that Redford. Doubleheader. I love All Is Lost, and I love The Old Man.
Oh, so good.
They both me. I put them both on.
Actually, I don't know where All Is Lost. All Is Lost would have been very close on my list. Yeah, All Is Lost would have been very close to me. That movie's fucking fantastic.
Jane Fonda, I know you saw this week, still super horny for him. She still wants it.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's talking up. She was, I think they were screaming barefoot in the park, maybe. She was basically like, yeah, I just want to fuck his brains out. Like, trying to fuck him the whole time.
She's like, do you ever have affairs? And he's like, yeah, not with you. Like, he's like, it was so funny.
He's like, maybe with a hooker if I had to, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So, God, he was the coolest, man. The coolest guy.
I missed that. Holy shit, what a comment. What the fuck?
Yeah, good for her. Was The Irishman close?
Which one?
The Irishman?
I would have had it like up in my top 100 at the very bare minimum. Probably top 75.
The Irishman came in at 77.
Okay.
Yeah, 77 for The Irishman.
That got better on repeat viewings for me. Like the first time I watched it, I didn't like it as much as I like it now, for sure.
1,000%.
Yeah. That was fun. Good project. I think, let us know what you think we should do for our next. I feel like directors is too obvious. Like, I feel like we'll fall into the well of like picking the same. I don't know what it is. I don't know what.
I think summer blockbusters
for Klemmer.
Yeah, it just kind of is how far back do you want to go? That's the other thing. Like,
yeah, and also like, what is the date that defines a summer blockbuster too? That's
Jaws. Start with Jaws, and then anything after.
Yeah, Jaws is the definitive first, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I guess just work after that.
That's an option. We could definitely do that. I don't hate that one. But yeah, if you have ideas, let us know. Maybe there's one that we're not even thinking about that we throw out there. But we'll definitely do a larger project down the line. I think that was very fun. Social Network, the winner. No Country for Old Men, very close behind. Those two were split by basically 2 points. Those are the two clear runaways. Shout out Road to Perdition. What a moment.
I mean, massive.
Also, now we can say it. The guy hasn't fucking seen Blade Runner 2049. What the fuck?
Massive asterisk on this list. Like, Klemmer just, the list is like not.
There is.
It's not real.
I mean,
like, you know.
So here's the thing. If he would have had, say he has it number 10, that now finishes top 5. If he has it 20, it finishes top 5. So it's people are saying that, yeah, this list has a huge amendment to it. Big asterisk, unfortunately.
Enormous, yeah.
We apologize. We're sorry. We're very sorry.
We're stuck with him.
Him watching Spider-Verse and having to be like, oh, I wouldn't have made my list. Yeah, all right.
Did we ask this? Would Project Hail Mary have made the list? Like, would you guys have put that? I wouldn't have, but would that have made the list?
Yeah, so I did a bad job. I made a comment before we started this to resend your list, and I failed to. This was my fault. I failed to mention to not include last year, but Klemmer did include last year when he sent it back, and I think he had it very close to the top.
Like number 1?
I might have it like the bottom.
He had it 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That was my fault, though, when he sent that. So I will take the blame on that one. All right, that's it. That is it. We enjoyed doing the list. So, yeah, any ideas, let us know. Otherwise, for Kirk, Kenjac, Gooch, I'm Jeff D. Lowe. We'll talk to you next time.